Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be looking into Megsy's little path walk she did in Monty Shit Show. Yeah, she was out and about in the local community by the looks of things, at a doctor's office or a dentist's office or a beautician's or something, and she went and left the appointment. It just happened to go Backrid with her, shock horror, in this little quiet place, not a lot of other people, and she left the appointment. You've all seen the pictures, in a little bit deranged, looking a little bit not quite all together there, in clothes that were more suitable for the autumn or fall. Very kind of like, I don't know, it didn't make sense. She was wearing like summer sandals and then summery cut off white like jeans or jeggings or something, and then she was like wrapped up in warm over the top clothes for the rest of her. So that doesn't make sense. Like, she's even dressing for different weather types. Anyway, I'm not a fashionista. I can only tell you what I can see with my eyes. I didn't think it was a good outfit. And of course, there was one thing that she was wearing on her wrist. She was wearing a new Calm patch. Now, these patches work with some things that you put out from your phone and it enhances it. So these are meant to be patches that link into your peripheral nervous system, or something like that. So they bypass everything and they link into that system through being on like acupressure points, which is all very good. And you know, I'm here for the woo, but yeah. I looked at where you could get them in the UK, and they were like, oh yeah, they sell them and market them in the UK as a way of anxiety relief before going to dental appointments. Okay. So that's the kind of shtick in the UK. In America, it's a bit different. They kind of say they're allowed to say more. I think it's not, because the UK's got a different, it's very different. The healthcare model and everything is very different. And I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying that I think we are very kind of like that, maybe overly cautious about complementary therapies, where America seems a little bit more relaxed about it. This stuff, though, it does seem a lot. It's £1,000 a year to get this relief, and it's a patch. It reminds me, there was this conspiracy theory guy a few years ago, during, you know, Miss Rona times. And he's very into this Q stuff, and I think he still is. And he was caught out by the BBC and stuff selling these, basically what they were protection against 5G. And those kind of things. And it was a little USB stick, and you just carried it with you or plugged it into your computer, and that was it. And basically you could get them off AliExpress or wherever for like 75 pence, and all he did was put a little sticker on it and say it was 5G protected. And yeah, that was that. So it's giving that, but higher vibration. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just a little bit I'm not. Some people say it's really good, it really works. Other people are just like, I asked you guys if anyone had used it. So a few of you said you had, and it worked, and some of you said you wouldn't. And it's it's mixed, isn't it? It's a mixed bag. However, Megsy is hawking it. So with that out of the way, let's see how her mental state is, because she is, well, what I'm saying is she is very much not wearing the correct clothes. She's dressing eccentrically, I would say, in a way, and she's also showing signs of stress with this, as she can do. She also looked a little bit, I don't know, there was something a little bit off. There was something a little bit off about those pictures. So let's have a look, see where Megsy's at. Okay. So she's felt very bound and attacked by where she's at. She's felt very, I would say, timidly trying to get out of a bind. Timidly, which for Megsy is rare that we ever, I don't think we've ever used the word timid apart from in sarcastic, in terms of sarcasm. But this is timid way of getting out of things. Judgment, she's feeling very judged. Okay. Okay. This is her way of defending herself. This is her way of saying, I have actually am struggling. She's showing us this version of herself. For some reason, it's to do with getting some justice. The judgment crossing over, harshly judged. This is her way of trying to get out of being attacked. This is her way, in a way, of saying you've gone too far with me. The Page of Wands in reverse shows she's very angry, very frustrated, feels very stunted, can't express some things. And the Three of Swords shows that it's not going to work. The Five of Pentacles. Oh, it's Knight of Swords, sorry. Oh, Harry, you better run, boy. Or Megsy's gonna run anyway. We have got the Five of Pentacles. It is in reverse. She is gonna say there's gonna be they're going to blame everyone else for this cruelty, and that's nothing new now. They're going to say that people, or she's going to say that people have put her on the outside and blaming her, and even the fact that it was called Megxit, that old thing that she did years ago when she blamed misogyny and the patriarchy for Megxit. So, yeah. The Page of Wands, sorry, that was the Knight of Wands. So she's very angry, very frustrated, almost overly angry and frustrated. And there is this kind of showing off, crying to be creative. This look at me, So she wanted to be looked at, and she wanted to be shown. I mean, even if the Five of Pentacles with that big coat on, you know, she wanted to be shown that she was very kind of, she wanted to give an impression of fragility and weakness. And often people who want to give a possession, a impression of fragility and weakness, then often or not they are trying to manipulate a situation. And I feel like this is another thing, that she's trying to manipulate a situation. What's on her mind? She wants to be removed from a personal relationship. She wants a split. She is concerned. She is thinking of removing herself from the situation with her relationship. We see some heartache coming up for her. It's not going to be, it may be a bit hyperbolic when this comes out. It may be that it's seen as a kind of overreaction for her, or people are not quite believing her. There's something coming up where something's going to happen and she's going to be shown to be having heartache. But when we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, she doesn't like other people's success. And there's going to be a celebration around something. And around that time, we'll probably get another path walk, because this reading is about path walk. So when there's a celebration, I know that's what she does, but there's going to be like a big celebration, and she is going to be at the other side of it, and she's going to be looking in and very much resenting it, very bitter, very bitter. She wants everyone to think she's excluded. She likes to remind everybody that they exist all of the time. And we've got that Nine of Cups in reverse as well. That celebration, she's yeah. She does feel judged. I'm not going to lie to you. She does feel judged, but everybody gets judged. Everybody gets either approval or disapproval in public life, even on the internet. Everybody does. Everybody is divisive in their own way. It's just she's divisive. She's shown herself to be a difficult character, and she can't reconcile with that. She thinks it's everybody else is out to her, and she has to defend herself in some way. What would my advice be to her if I was sitting talking to her now, which I'm not, and I wouldn't? I'd say lean into the comedy villain. That's how you'll make the big bucks. Lean into that. But her ego wouldn't let her to do that. I would just, play them, be the mean girls in adverts, be the mean girls in. Don't be afraid of taking the mick out of yourself. The problem is with her is she doesn't have a sense of humor. She doesn't have that sense of confidence that she could be able to go, okay, I've really botched this up. What am I going to do to make it better for me? But she's more concerned with what everyone else thinks of her, that she's willing to sacrifice smaller personal relationships or personal relationships all the time. Yeah, I think she's definitely finished with Harry. She's wanting out of there. I think she's been finished. just before Christmas, really. It's just been like, I just want out of this. And that's why we've been seeing the distancing from her and looking fragile. So she's looking fragile for a reason. She's trying to spin stuff. I guess we're going to hear about how difficult it was with my insane husband, my insane life, the royal family controlling the media, and it turns out the internet as well. Gasp. And if the royal family had influence, if you think about it though, if the royal family had influence, why are the biggest Mexit channels, like really big ones, like I'm talking about Royal Rogue and Royal, I think it's Royal Grift, most of them are outside of the UK. Even all of the tarot channels, I think, apart from me, are outside of the UK. So how can the royal family control all of that? They couldn't even control me. You know what I mean? How can they do that? She's absolutely, yeah. Anyway, that's what I see. I'm interested what this is. So there's going to be something that wounds her ego coming up. Anyway, let me know what you guys see in the cards. Let me know if there's any questions you have for the cards and me, and if there's anything you see in that you think I've missed, anything you would like to add, tell me in the comments down below. This is a conversation, not a lecture. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out till the end. If you've made it to this far, thank you very much. And I shall see you in the next one, guys. Bye, everyone.